just have a Thursday AM trade recap. New York session in the morning. Went into the session more bullish, price kind of expanded higher, and we just had all these highs that we're kind of just starting to aim for. So in terms of just in terms of a bias, it just made sense to be bullish here. Price expanded during London, so price kind of just created all this fair value on the smaller time frame. So essentially I didn't get into this session till around New York Open. When we did come into New York Open, again bullish. I was looking for some sort of sweep on liquidity, price to pick up some sort of lows before we delivered up into this high that we formed in London. It was the clear and obvious draw, in my opinion, in terms of our price. Though we just kind of generated all these stack lows down here, so there was any chance that price wanted to reprice lower before it wanted to go higher. Pulled up the 15-second in this case. Once we had a strong movement higher, we took these lows here. Took this low, and essentially, because I wasn't quite certain on trend, I waited for this second movement higher. So it was around this order block setup that formed here, CISD order block. Price eventually expanded higher. I took a trade. I was aiming for these highs. Essentially, once it expanded higher on this candle here, I put to break even, and it stopped me out. So that was the first trade. Longs there after you had your initial change in stand delivery. I think I wanted to enter off this one. I just didn't like how it expanded higher, so I wanted another setup inside of a setup. Came in later into the session. We had this strong expansion leg down. Still more bullish on the higher time frame. Still more bullish. Didn't quite see anything formed here right yet. What we did do is we took the main sell side liquidity and then we delivered down into this, these lows here. Initially when I was looking at this, I saw this 15-second CISD setup here. I was like, honestly, this here probably was the setup here, just to look for those lows. It kind of made sense for price to be bullish at hourly buy side liquidity. Price expanded higher, and essentially I looked for again, kind of the same thing I did before. I looked for a CISD setup here. I took an entry around here, targeting these highs. Stop was below here. I wasn't quite confident with this, so I believe once it made this high here at 633, I put it to break even. Stopped me at break even before eventually it did continue higher. My original stop would never would have been taken. So 2 trades. Again, you're correct on the idea of where price wanted to go. I think we had good ideas on price. I think maybe once this liquidity here was taken, it was either you taking the setup down here at these lows because the R&Rs are greatest, or essentially you're letting this trade run, you keep the stop on, price eventually takes the highs. But yeah, those are 2 trades I took.